the thing is, I didn't even change that much. You know, like I did a little bit of like, but it was, what's up, dude?
What's going on, guys?
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Reverse the Verse for Friday, October 23rd, 2015. I'm your community manager, Jared Huckabee. With me, as always, is our Director of Community Engagement, Online Strategy, and Spaceships, Mr. Ben Lesnick. Joining us this week is our good friend, our editor extraordinaire, Justin Money Chambers, and our videographer. You saw him host 2 interviews in the last 2 ATVs. Yeah. Interviewer extraordinaire, Mr. Tom Hennessy. How you doing, guys?
I am doing extraordinarily well today.
Yes. And if you're just joining us for the first time, Reverse the Verse is the Cloud Imperium Games community team's weekly informal live stream. We're going to chat a bit about what we did for the week and then eventually take some questions for the fans. So, Ben, start us off. How's your week?
I had a very good, busy week full of going to the movies a lot,
yes.
And also working. So on Wednesday, it was, if you guys happen to visit
the internet,
you were already sick of the fact that it was Back to the Future Day, but it was Back to the Future Day, and for whatever reason, the theater next door to CIG,
like on the other side of this wall right
here.
Yeah,
they literally, we can knock down this wall and go to it, had, with absolutely no fanfare, all 3 Back to the Future movies in a row. So we went and saw them.
Yes,
it was a nice reminder. They're good flicks.
Yes, no, the first movie is pretty flawless. I mean, you can nitpick some things, but I mean, it's a solid, amazing movie. And I adore Back to the Future too. I adore how complex and ambitious it was for its time. And then Back to the Future 3 has horses.
A lot of horses. I saw Steve Jobs last night.
How was that?
Really?
That was not a good movie. It was.
The movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I thought he was talking about.
What else?
Anything work related?
Oh, yeah.
Did you work?
Did you do any work last
How much
week?
actual work?
I did a fair amount of actual work. So we are. Probably the most interesting to you guys is we had a big meeting about the Crucible, the Reliant variants, and the next wave of ships. Crucible is probably one pass from being done. We're very, very close. We like almost everything about it. Have a couple more changes. Reliant variants are art complete. They're going to go to design for some fooling around now. And we'll have an update on those shortly. They look really good. Dave Hobbins.
Yeah.
Normally, how this works is we have a concept artist develop the ship. They work with design. They come up with, it has to do this. It has to have these features. It has to fit here. And that's an incredibly specific process in weird ways. Doors have to be this wide. A ramp has to be at this angle. Can't be beyond this angle, and so on. So it will work in our engine. Then at the end of the concept process, the ship marketing, which is Sandy, and me, I guess, we say, okay, well, this ship is great. Now we want these 5 beauty shots. We want this little video showing how this works. Like for the Crucible, for instance, one thing I'll be doing this afternoon is sitting down and saying, okay, people need to see how the robot arm works, so let's budget for a SketchUp video where it grabs the ship, that sort of thing. But the great thing about Dave Hobbins, when he turns in work, it's just done. His concept images are the ones we want to show you guys. They're really good.
I remember we had a meeting back when the original Reliant was being done, and we come in with the meeting. Dave comes in, and we had a list of shots. Ben had been working on a list of shots that we wanted, and he comes in and shows us the ship. Looks great. Now we'll need these shots. He goes, oh, and also I did these other shots. I figured you might want these. And just goes through a list of all these shots. And you just see Ben tearing up the paper in his mind. Like, not literally, but he just said, like, we're done. That's all we need. Yeah. Dave Hobbins is amazing. We love Dave Hobbins. I love you, Dave Hobbins.
Other stuff that's happened
I love you, Dave Hobbins.
This week, I am excited to say that the 4 of us, and possibly Sandy, depending on whether her schedule allows.
It is the 4 of us, isn't it?
It is the 4 of us, yes. The 4...
Even Justin.
Even Dustin, the 4 amigos, as we are often called by the community.
I don't think anyone's ever called us that before.
No, I don't.
I love that.
Okay.
Can we
Well, I'm Lucky Day.
hashtag that?
Can we just be 4 Musketeers instead?
You're Dusty Bottoms. I'm Lucky Day. You're Ned Niederland. You're the odd man out. We need to come up with an amigo name for it.
Let's just let them come up with. The community will come up with one.
I'm sorry.
So,
Excuse me. Good lord. That wasn't very cool. It was the fun bus.
Yay!
Yes.
And here's Sandy.
Oh, hello, Jared.
Hi, Sandy.
Yeah. It's a different kind of hello right now. What was I going to say? These 4 boys are going to Austin, Texas.
Yes. We're going to be hosting a Bar Citizen on the 8th. We'll have details out shortly. We're trying to figure out where we should host that, but if you're in town, we know we have a lot of our old friends there. We're going to get together and celebrate Star Citizen. We're going to do ATV from
Awesome.
ATX. It's going to be a good time.
Yes, so November 8th, evening, say about 8 o'clock in Austin. We'll post the place when we have the place.
Yeah.
But if you can make it to Austin, November 8th, love to see you there.
You know, where we stayed the last time that you and I went, Ben, right behind the hotel was a whole block of these like houses that were turned into little bars and restaurants.
Yes, that is Rainy Street, and there used to be an awesome bar right there that we used to do this at when we would have Fan Get Together as Lester Pearl. Unfortunately, it's closed. But if you guys have an idea, somewhere on 6th, Rainy Street, whatever, let us know. We'll all get together and have a good time. And it's also going to be great because we'll be able to see the guys in Austin, let you see some of the folks who you don't normally see on ATV or RTV. We'll do good. Maybe we'll have an RTV earlier in the week so they can hang out with Austin people.
We do it Thursday morning before we have to leave. No, Thursday. TV. Yeah, okay, we'll figure it out.
Speaking of RTVs, we're also excited to announce that next week we will be having our second subscriber exclusive RTV. It's not subscriber exclusive in that everyone can watch, but we will only be taking questions from the subscription chat and from the subscription forum.
Hey, Stacy. Yes. Sorry.
That's going to be Wednesday, and it's going to be art focused. We're going to have some of the art team here in Santa Monica to answer your questions, and it's going to be good.
Yeah, so that will be Wednesday. What month is this? October 28th at 11 a.m. So standard start time, 11 a.m., October 28th. RTV subscriber edition, and we'll have members of the art team. I'm just repeating what he's saying.
He is.
More definitively, I guess. I don't know, more assertively.
But hey, Stacy's here, so let's.
Oh,
say hi to
Stacey.
Stacy.
Ta-da!
Oh,
hello, folks.
I love how we carried all that stuff in this morning.
Yes, thank you. That was a bit maniacal and bizarre having you carry 5 cases of 20 sodas. But apparently he has superhuman strength, although we were aware of this quality when we hired him on.
That was the only reason.
So Stacy here has been working on something that's affecting all of us in the office right now.
Snacks.
No, not so much. She has been working on snacks, and she's very good at that. But the office move, which is getting really, really close.
Yes, indeed.
So
What can you tell us? What can you tell them? What are we allowed to tell them?
It's
the office move is getting really close.
We are moving to a
It's
new office.
all happening. Yeah.
And I'm working on making it as efficient as possible, which is awesome because I enjoy efficiency. It's like a marvelous puzzle, in fact. Just finding how to move everyone and syncopate that move so that they appear in their new location ready to
I
work.
think she's more, secretive than I am. It's impressive.
Well, I don't know about that.
Right now, I'm just wondering if anybody can hear.
Oh, can they hear us?
I don't know.
I'm sure they
No,
can.
we'll find out.
How would it not know?
You want to tell us what you've set up for the office tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Well,
Bad movie night tonight?
oh yes. Tonight is bad movie night, and Ben loaned us an amazing video. I got some cool popcorn from Popcornopolis, and I also have some Boom Chicka Boom, I guess is what it's called, and some nice IPAs and some hard cider, and we're going to have that projected on one of our walls.
What's Boom Chicka Boom?
It's a weird popcorn that has an awesome mural package.
Huh.
I couldn't resist, could not resist. Marketing was effective.
We need to break out those mini kegs that have been in the refrigerator for.
Yes, we
a couple months.
do. Would you like to do the honors for keg tapping? Because the last time I did it exploded all over me and I had to change my outfit, which was not super great.
There are probably some better suited folks than me.
John Riggs.
John
Riggs?
John Riggs looks
John
like
Riggs.
if anybody here knows how to properly tap.
Anybody that looks like John Riggs knows how to
Keg tapping.
tap a cat,
Right.
tap a keg.
Or Forrest. I'm sure
No.
Forrest is a man of many
No.
talents. as well.
If you want to watch along with us, I think we're going to be watching Star Crash. Are we watching Star Crash tonight?
Yes.
I thought it was like 3 movies. Isn't it?
Is that
This
a
week is
movie?
Star Crash.
Star Crash? Is that a movie? Ben,
That
is that
Star
a movie?
Crash is a fantastic. So imagine,
Fantastically bad movie?
yes.
Okay.
Imagine Star Wars, same period, but made in Italy and starring David Hasselhoff.
Are you serious?
Yes.
It's his first movie.
No.
Yeah.
It's something special.
All right.
Yes, it is indeed.
Yeah. So if you get your hands on Star Crash, that's what we're watching tonight. If you want to join us in
I think
space,
it's on YouTube, isn't it?
it's not hard to get. Nobody's fighting to keep Star Crash private. They should be though. So Sandy, what'd you do this week?
What did I do this week? What didn't I do this week? I've been very busy, right, Stacey?
Yeah, Sandy was amazing. She helped us coordinate a lot of the shenanigans that are involved in moving to a new headquarters.
So, and then we also organized Star Wars tickets for our staff. We're organizing our Christmas party. We're organizing the parking for our staff.
Yeah, stack the cars on top of each other, right?
Yeah, exactly. So,
Go gadget.
yes, between small cars, medium cars, and large cars. And Tom Hennessy actually knew what everybody was driving.
Most people. Like I said, I don't know why it's such a weird concept
Oddly.
for me to know my coworkers.
Well, it's
Okay.
different between knowing your coworkers and what they drive.
It's like, no, it's not like I could name every single person in the company, but I know most of the people. I talk to them. We have conversations. We've worked together for so long that you just know what people drive. They
Should
talk
that
about
be
their
in like the DSM-4 revised or something of that nature as one of that abnormal psychology
The obsessive-
thing about
I remember everything too. So if you tell me something, I will remember that detail forever.
I'm gonna test you on
Absolutely
that
none of
later
that is
today.
true.
So
What else did I do? I'm working on actually, Jared, you're involved. You are now. The USB content for the
Yes.
USB.
We have that all to them now.
What?
Go for the SciTech stuff?
No,
No,
not
the
the SciTech. No.
ship USB.
Oh, this should be.
Although SciTech, I did organize that this week. They're
Yes.
doing a little, it's in New Zealand. It's some kind of not FedCon. It's a con, one of those conventions in New Zealand this weekend.
Oh,
And Star Citizen is running on 3 of their PCs, I think.
cool.
So that's fun. Oh yes, I'm working on the USB prototype to be shaped like a Connie for one of them, Constellation. And then the 3-inch Constellation model, getting a prototype for that. The CitizenCon VIP black cards have gone into production. And they're only called black because that's like a, what do you call it? Like American Express
American Express black card, yeah,
A
it's
black
nice.
card.
I was
Doesn't
thinking-
necessarily mean it's black per se. It's titanium.
I know what you're gonna say.
Well, you know what they say about black, you know? So I was just thinking that's
What?
why.
All right, we've already
We're
done.
experiencing technical
Yeah.
difficulties.
Let's not.
what else is going on?
Hennessy, what'd you do this week?
You know, I spent most of the week just trying to
Tell people what they
jet
drove.
lag and acclimate myself back to being in the States. You know, help get ready for put the stuff out for ATV with the stuff we shot in the UK, and a lot of planning and prep for things that are coming up, like the live stream on the anniversary live stream, the Christmas live stream.
Oh,
Putting some stuff in motion for that. putting some stuff
Hey,
in
you mean the
motion.
anniversary live stream we haven't told anybody about yet?
Oh yeah, that one.
Well-
I was working on that this week.
Yeah, there we go. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
That's
Spoiler
on,
alert!
It's on November 19 because Thanksgiving is the following. Technically, our anniversary is on November 26. However, that is actually Thanksgiving here in the States. So we're going to do it a week earlier so that, all the CS staff aren't slammed, which they are still slammed at the moment. So thank you for your patience, folks.
So mark your calendars, November 19th, time to be determined still, but there will be an anniversary live stream.
Yep.
Yeah. And there will be 20% off all merchandise.
Physical merchandise.
Physical merchandise.
Oh yeah.
Right.
What other merchandise is there?
Ships and
Ships.
stuff.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, and then I've been.
I was saying you get so close to it that you don't see it.
Yeah.
A lot of prep that's just been going on. We're getting ready to go over to the new site today and
Yeah.
and work on some stuff for
Yeah.
making sure we're ready to acclimate over there when we get over there and shoot our stuff. And
Work on the new sets so that we have backdrops for ATV and Dev versus Dev.
all
sorts
the
of
different
things
shows.
for
Yeah,
all
we're
the
going to
different
come up with some
shows.
plans for that and figure out what we need to do to pull that off. And
And then Stacy and I are also there this afternoon hustling
Hustle. Hustle on.
I will also do this is more for Ben and Lando and the other people in the room. While Justin and I are over there before we come back, I'll do a restaurant recon of the surrounding areas so I can fill people in on what.
Can we
What
share
the-
that 2 of our staff made a spreadsheet of
Yes,
all the
that's
restaurants
amazing.
in this area, and they have worked out to visit each one.
Before we go,
Before we leave.
before we move
Hey.
from this place, they made a list of all the different restaurants they haven't been to in a spreadsheet format. It's the writers.
It's
Right.
genius.
Hold on, clarification real quick, guys. 20% is off physical merchandise, not ships. Don't believe the people trolling chat right now.
Don't believe the hype.
Couple other Star Citizen news items to hit. 1.3 is very, very, very close. Cannot guarantee it's going to go today. They've got a possible build right now. If that one works out, we may be able to go live. If not, almost certainly next week. So stay tuned to the comm link later today. We'll let you know. The flight model post, everybody's asking about that. The designers are still wrapping it up. Probably
Thursday next week.
Thursday next
That's
week.
what we're shooting for.
So we're hoping to get the draft from them by today, which we then send to Chris Roberts to, redo. And then
And then next week we're filming a video segment to go along with it, and it should hopefully, it'll all be wrapped up into a nice package, ready to go on Thursday, right after ATV.
But I've seen stuff from Pete Mackey, I've seen stuff from John Pritchard, I've seen stuff from Calix. It's looking good. It's going to be really interesting. We're also putting together a Cutlass Q&A. John Crew in the UK has volunteered to take a bunch of questions from the famous Cutlass thread. So we're putting that together. Have that for you in the not too distant future. It will probably satisfy no one, but it will be the best information we can give you. There was a third one, wasn't there?
Cutlass, what was the one we just did? What was the one we just talked about? I've already forgotten.
The flight model.
Flight model. Those are the big ones.
There's a third thing we're forgetting about right now. And of course, later today we will have the standard Star Marine / 2.0 update, letting you know blockers and all that. We got some fantastic art from it from the UK this morning. So
Yes, and a cool look at the port of Port Olisar, which is one of the stations you can visit in 2.0. So look forward to that later today.
Right, I'm gonna skedaddle with Stacy.
Are you guys already headed down there?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna
Okay.
go. We're gonna meet you at 1:30, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep,
then I'm
1:30.
getting you at 2:30.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
See you guys.
Yay.
All right. Cool.
it just occurred to me, are we shooting a 10-4 today?
No, we shot one yesterday.
Ah, good.
That's what I'm
For the-
editing, actually.
10 for the
today.
producers,
All right.
featuring Darian
You wanna
Borlick
sit
and
down?
Eric Kyron Davis. Oh, it's not from me yet.
That's what I'm editing today. Is that? Oh, and we're working on our surprise for next week.
What surprise?
We
Way
can't
to
say
give
it.
it away.
It's a surprise for next week's ATV.
Don't build it up like that, and then it's not.
Well, you got to set the bar high, so
So
They could get
so
excited.
so we can miss it. Come on now.
I'm just trying to be positive.
All right.
Well-
So what else do we got before we go into questions? Anything else? Remember that third thing? I can't think of a third thing. So that third thing's only in your brain. I can't.
Possibly. On a side note, I would like to say that Allie and I started our diet again this Monday. I hate life and everything in it right now. I'm only allowed to drink Coke that tastes like a rug, and eat blocks of cheese. So
Yep. I'm going back on tomorrow.
we're going to Target tomorrow.
Yes, we are going to Target tomorrow to look for Star Wars action figures that are exclusive to Target stores.
And storage bins to put all our other Star Wars action figures in.
That's our life, guys.
Well, yeah.
All right. So it's 15 minutes after. Time to
19
open this.
minutes after. You're lying.
No, it is also 15 minutes. It's just an additional 4.
Okay.
It's 15 minutes after 11:04.
All right, we're starting our question and answer period of Reverse the Verse. If you've never joined us for our question and answer period of Reverse the Verse, please preface your questions in chat, either the RSI chat or the Twitch chat, with the word question in brackets. It helps us pick it out from all the other nonsense.
No, so you guys know the money hat, right? It's one of the samples we got from manufacturer in China. They'll send us samples of things we want to produce, the hats they make, posters, whatever. We got another box of such samples earlier in the week, including this fantastic number.
Oh,
Don't show this one to your children.
This is the thumbnail when it goes up on YouTube.
Absolutely.
That was the thumbnail. Lando and Ben, does the 20% off sale include the Constellation ship model in the merch store?
Yes, sure. No? Wait. Okay.
I will allow Alexis to come in.
The
and take
authority is arriving.
Do you want to sit here?
I just want it to be right so that nobody has anything wrong. The 20% off will be all physical merchandise with the exception of the Constellation model. Those are going to be $80 across the board. So they will also be discounted, but at a straight $80 price.
Aren't they normally $100?
They are normally $100. So
they are 20% off.
Wait, they're normally $100 for subscribers and concierge. They're $125 for everybody else. So it's an even bigger discount.
Okay, cool.
Wait, you're running off. You're not staying for the show?
No, I'm not staying for the show.
She hates all of you. No, she doesn't. There's like 5, like, hey, Alexis has great threads. So it's because she likes you. But she's doing actual work, I guess.
All right, so guys, when you're submitting questions, remember that we're the community team, not the designers or the programmers. So questions about activating animations probably inappropriate for us. Oh, the art sneak peek. We talk about the art sneak peek. If you watched ATV yesterday, yesterday, English, you noticed the art sneak peek was one of 4 different style boards that our surfacing artists are experimenting with for the Xi'an Scout. Important to note that people always ask, hey, show us stuff when it's not finished and whatnot. That's what we're showing you. What you're seeing in that sneak peek is not necessarily indicative of what you're going to see when the ship makes it to the game. That is one of 4 different styling boards that the guy was experimenting with, and we'll show you another one next week, I think.
Yes, that's another thing we kicked off this week was the Prowler. So that's starting its creation process.
And who's working on the Prowler?
Dave Hop? Well, we has to agree first, but we're pretty sure he will.
We're going to ask Dave Hobbins if he'll marry the Prowler. I hope he says yes. Yeah, so that was the sneak peek, servicing, experimentation, research for the Xi'an Scout. It's not final, it's not approved, it's just one of 4 different avenues we're pursuing. But it looks pretty cool, huh?
I got a friend.
Hey, Ben,
Come sit down.
can you tell us anything more about the Archimedes?
What, after yesterday?
You were in the forums for a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, I was in the forums for a little bit yesterday. To recap this story, two of our producers on ATV this week referred to the Archimedes as a racer. I want to stress that just because we call a ship something in casual conversation does not mean that that's the only thing it does. They called the Archimedes racer because it's, as it has been described ever since the start, it's the faster snub fighter. I'm sure they called it those words.
English.
I'm sure they called it a racer because they were just coming off of Gurmak working on a beautiful mood piece of it racing. That does not mean it's not an interceptor. That doesn't mean it doesn't have guns. That doesn't mean it can't mix it up with other ships. So that clarification out of the way. There is a little bit more information on the Archimedes on the forums from Matt Sherman, who was kind enough to stop in to talk about the current armament and what some of the cool features are. It is true we're removing the centerline gun. The big center Gatling cannon is taking off, and that's being replaced with a new device that it's like a fuel supercharger. It allows you to recharge your boost, which the normal Merlin cannot do. And the 2 size 1 wing mount guns are being replaced with 4 size 1 wing mount guns. It's going to be a neat little ship. As I mentioned, Gurmak is working on the art for it right now. He's doing 2 pieces that we're going to show off in action. One is indeed a racing picture, and the other is a luxury picture. And once we have it all our dogs in a row. We will, we'll offer that in the store. We'll have a post with a Q&A, all that cool stuff.
Yeah, it's important to remember that the modular system, the component system, allows you to configure these ships in ways well beyond what they're initially spec'd out for. We're giving you one configuration when we sell you this ship, but you're going to have options to make it.
And I would say,
what you
just
want.
in the lore of the Star Citizen universe, no one is building a ship specifically for racing right now. The M50 was designed as a bomber interceptor. The Mustang variant that races, the Omega and the other one, they are variants of an existing ship that have been souped up to race. It's much like after World War II, you would have people who would buy P-51s and modify them as racing aircraft. That does not mean the P-51 is not a fighter. It's a pretty good fighter. And I say that as a Thunderbolt fan.
I guess broadly speaking, what's a pirate ship? Any ship a pirate has a use for.
Yeah.
Questions about the flight model, guys? We're going to have a big post and conversation about it next week, so I would save questions about the flight model for next week. It's like opening your Christmas presents a week early right now. Somebody asked if Alpha 2.0 will let you play with friends in your friends list.
I am unsure what the status of that is.
The last I heard, and this was just the intention, I don't know if it's in there, is you will be able to see the specific instances, and if your friends are in an instance, those will be highlighted, and you'll be able to choose instances. So you'll be able to coordinate with your friends to join the same instance. That was the intention. I don't know if that's the reality yet.
Yeah, so sometimes stuff like that can be, a couple patches in. We'll
Exactly.
see. Different teams, imagine it's 10 different teams building 10 different things, and the 7 of them that all actually work when it's time to come out, those can be in the first release, and you'll see the others come online, as long as they don't break the game.
Gotcha. Someone is asking if we'll be able to play as a female in Alpha 2.0. If you watched yesterday's Around the Verse, there was a segment from Jason Hutchins in Texas talking about progress on the female model upcoming. It won't be in the first drop of Alpha 2.0, but it is on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
We're closer now than we were before.
Every moment we're closer to a female model.
So, question: love Star Citizen?
Yes. Thank you.
Any news on the automated unmelt?
Still in the works. When we can, it'll be done.
We had a meeting about it on Tuesday. We've got a plan in place. It's just a matter of making it a reality.
So it's turbulent time.
Yeah, and again, there's a lot of considerations. It's a very complex system we have with a lot of packages, a lot of ships, game packages, add-ons. It's difficult work making sure that an automated system doesn't eat things that it's not supposed to eat. Mm-hmm. So it takes a lot of work, but there's a plan in place. Can't give you an ETA yet, though. Are we still going to get VR in Star Citizen?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Again, no ETA. Are we going to Matt Sherman in RTV?
No, I don't think that'll ever happen. See? Ah!
You should grow your beard back. You should grow your beard back.
I'm actually getting ready to cut my hair soon, so I don't know.
How you doing, Matt Sherman?
I'm doing good.
Hey, everybody. What's your favorite ship design?
I like the Retaliator, the Endeavor.
I have more than one favorite. You have to have a favorite.
I guess I'd say the Retaliator.
I really like the Reclaimer. I like that Nostromo. I like that Nostromo look. What's your favorite looking ship, Matt?
Redeemer. I'm one of the people who really loves the engine design on that because
You're the one.
It's so non-standard. It feels genuinely different. So it's not just it's a jet engine in space. No, it's the crazy space engine.
Tell us, what's your favorite looking ship?
Favorite big ship? Pegasus escort carrier. Favorite small ship? Vanguard.
Hey Matt, what did you do this week?
Still working on a lot of retrofitting, so working towards the big component system update, getting all our current flight-ready ships all hooked up, hoping to get some Hornets and Mustangs wrapped up this week, but see how it goes.
Cool. Everybody's sort of pushing towards Alpha 2.0?
Yep.
I'm just looking at the release checklist for 1.3. You know, we do these things kind of like a rocket launch, where you know
Very much like a rocket launch.
there's all these go no go steps, and you get a ping on your email when we hit another one. So far so good. Fingers crossed.
There's a question about will the Vanguard and Sabre be in the mini PU or sometime afterwards? As ships are built, as they're ready to be launched into Arena Commander, as it becomes flight ready. I imagine they'll be added to the PU. But the Sabre just closed its concept sale this week, so there's quite a ways away for that.
It can be a long road from concept to complete, just because these ships are really, really complex. So I'm sure some of the people who like digging through our XMLs have seen just how weird some of our part lists and just how things get hooked up can be. So,
Will we get a Randy Vasquez on our TV?
No, it'll
maybe a
happen.
Min Diesel, but not a Randy Vasquez.
A Min Diesel?
So like the Slim Diesel, just kind of.
I like Slim
Yeah.
Diesel.
Yeah.
I like Slim
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Diesel. How you doing, Randy?
Doing good, doing good.
What you working on?
Stuff. Can't talk about it yet. Soon though.
Well, glad you came.
Well, you can tell them you're working on on that system.
Huh?
You can tell them you're working on that system, even without
So-
details.
I'm working on salvage right now.
Engineer Randy's working on the salvage system, but he can't say anything about it yet because he's still figuring it all out. But it's cool,
So many uncertainties.
especially when your favorite ship is the Reclaimer. So I'm hanging out at Randy's desk a bit.
The Reclaimer is definitely going to be crazy when it's built out, just for how huge that thing is.
It's like, I don't know. I keep thinking Unicron, just how it's just like eating ships, just eating planets. See?
We can't resurrect Orson Welles. Have the ship's computer on a Reclaimer.
Will all the Connies be available in the baby PU?
Not at launch. At launch, it would just be the base Connie, which is the one we've been remastering, and then we're going to use the work we did on that to turn out the variants. So the base Connie, which is what, the Andromeda? Andromeda will be the first one. So.
And it looks really cool right now.
Yeah, all the updates on the Constellation just look amazing.
Yeah. If you watched CitizenCon, you saw the new Connie in the live demo, and you can see more shots of it in the press version of the demo. It's also up on our YouTube if you haven't seen that.
Oh, that was the sort of thing. The direct feed version of the Morrow tour. They've been running this blockers in the UK, running it again, but they are very apologetic, and we are very mean to them for not having it yet. So as soon as we get that in, we will share it with you.
Yeah. I love that Morrow tour though. I was really excited. That was the one thing I didn't know that was coming in CitizenCon. So I was really excited when I saw that. I was a genuine surprise to me. I really enjoyed that. When can you have the EVA mechanic back? 2.0, I would imagine. Let's see. Can we use the Vanguard for exploration?
Yeah, whatever you want. Shine on, you crazy.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, like a Sentinel would probably be the best of the Vanguards, just because it'll have the biggest electronics kit with its giant avionics racks inside.
Fuel wise and everything else, so like.
Yeah, I mean, it is a
Explore so
long-range
much.
fighter, so
It is.
it should be able to go out and come back. Maybe not as great as a like dedicated Explorer, but I mean, having enough options in your ship is a huge thing.
See, I see it as more of a controller. Like you definitely
Yeah,
have
but
longer
as the
controls.
Vanguard of a
Yeah.
larger ship? As the Vanguard? As the Vanguard?
No.
How many players will Alpha 2.0 support? They're hoping to increase it. That's one of the
I
things
know
they're
they
working
were
on.
pushing for 40, but I don't know what they're actually at right now.
We're pushing for 40. Basically, it's one of those things we'll know when we're ready to launch.
In
And
fact,
then
it's
when-
one of the things you guys are going to help us determine on the
When you
VTU.
all jump in and smash it, that's when we'll learn. I wonder if we're going to get an Eric Chiron Davis on our TV.
It's Eric Davis.
No, Eric Chiron Davis.
Yeah.
You have to say
That's
all three
right.
of his
I
names.
like how you say it too, Chiron.
You have to say all three of his names.
Chiron. Well, that's how my dad pronounced it.
Kieran.
It's his name.
Could be curious
It could be. He hates
like the
that.
lore.
Yeah. Like
Hey.
the lore.
Yeah, fabled.
How you doing, Eric?
Good. How are you guys? How's it going?
Good.
I'm just gonna lean on you, Ben. Is that all right?
No, that's totally fine.
What are you doing this week?
This week it's Friday.
Yeah, I know. What did you do this week?
Oh, what did I do? Got a lot of bugs fixed. Put out PTU 4 times this week. That was exciting. Getting a lot of good feedback. And then just a lot of planning for future stuff. Stuff I think that we're talking about later. That's what I've been working on. Is that vague enough for you?
This guy's a senior producer. Watch this.
I should have just let you do it.
You should have.
It felt good.
It'd have been a moment.
You pushed me away.
Better than me in about 5 minutes.
Ah,
That's true.
Eric is such a cool dude.
Yeah. All right.
Said no one.
Do it. That was for you. Don't know again.
Yeah.
It's a terrible place to work.
EKD. My family is. That's right. I keep it asymmetrical. I appreciate you noticing that. It's about the shift to the side.
I just think it's from here. When you get
I don't have a mirror. I don't own any mirrors. Is
Here's a question for.
that a problem?
Here's a question while we have some a producer and some designers here. Will the Aurora get an update pass, like the Connie and the Freelancer?
Yeah.
I'm not leaving.
Yeah. I can't really say if it's going to be like the same scope as the Constellation because that was really a giant undertaking.
There we go.
Long term, it'll
Flash mob
more
for
than
that.
likely be getting some visual updates just for the new component system when that all is built out. Probably a couple of versions after the base setup, the components go live, but some of that cleanup just so like all these parts have a place on every ship, even the Aurora, is definitely a big goal.
What about the 300 series?
It would really apply to all of our current flight ready ships. So, but this is also long term stuff. I mean, we've got a ton of ships that we really need to get into the game, and a lot of the stuff that this would be like these retrofits would be doing would be more just taking invisible components and giving them a proper home on the ship. But it's not something that would stop us from putting these components in your hands and letting you guys fly with them before we hit that point.
What about something like a visual upgrade?
Well, that would be part of this, but also though in sort of the long run, where let's get some of these other baseline ships in, get them flyable, and then catch back up on these other things that because we have like stopgaps effectively for it right now, but it's still absolutely on the list of hey, we should clean this up in the future.
And do you mean just like a revamp, like
Like
we
a
should make
material,
shit
like
look
a
cooler.
materials pass.
Yeah,
It's like see how cool the Merlin looks
Yeah,
compared
yeah,
to a 300
yeah.
right now. A materials pass.
Yeah.
Bring it up to speed.
It's funny, we just talked about that on the 10th for last week, and then that's exactly the point. We've got a lot of ships we want to finish and get flyable first, but we definitely have a plan for those as well. We just got to figure out where it fits in this chitch.
See? Cool. A lot of folks have been asking, I'm not seeing the question right now, but the bottom turret in the Connie in the 2.0 demo,
Yeah.
there have been talk for a while of inverting the bottom turret, and it was not inverted. Have we stopped with that, or are we still doing that?
Ooh, that I'm not sure. I want to say Kirk's been doing a lot more hands-on with the Constellation. So I know it's something that's been explored, but I don't know if it's something that's still.
I don't
going
remember where we
in or-
landed on it.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can talk to Kirk later, see if I can find an answer, because I'm curious.
I like how they start with a question.
Well, that's.
I think
part
we
of
asked
the
them to
thing.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any news on the possibility of an optional rear turret to the Constellation?
I won't even speculate until the baseline Andromeda and all the variants are flyable, guys. We have, we got to get that stuff, what we've already sold and promised effectively in. then we can start considering some of those other modules or options.
Gotcha. Hey man, any news about Avenger variants?
Vendor variants are still coming. They're in the plan. You'll be hearing more. So,
Yeah. We're really close to wrapping up the new ship pipeline. We'll be able to get some more information to you guys soon. I was just bugging Elwin and
Oma.
Adrian Branaga and Luke Davis and all kinds of folks about the pipeline. So, can we play as aliens in the future? This is an oldie.
Not at launch. It's something we'll consider post-launch, but no promises. But obviously, it would make sense someday. Some distant someday to let you be a Cheyenne or a Tavaran or a Vandal or something. So,
Yes,
we'll
but
see what happens.
not soon. Oh, and there's a plug. Mr. Eric Kyron Davis, are you joining the base tonight? The Friday night show?
Yes.
Nice setup, Lando.
I just reminded him the base.
That was just a camera delay. That was a camera delay.
Yeah.
I actually entered you
Yeah,
immediately.
yeah, he totally forgot, and I just reminded him the base.
I just told Darian to add that to our calendar, otherwise I'd forget. And that's what just happened. But
Yes, he does. He once sent me a thing. Hey, you want to go to coffee in like 10 minutes? And I said sure. And then I got a calendar invite
It's right.
for 10 minutes in the future
It's right, man.
to go to coffee.
Things will change if I don't put them on the calendar.
Yeah. So, save the day there.
Yeah, it's a good reminder.
You owe me the base.
I think 4 o'clock PST.
Somebody file a large Jack in the Box cup on our shelf.
That's my drink from this morning. I just didn't want to knock it over here.
Oh, I would actually love to thank the fan that made me the.
Oh yeah, go get it. Go get it.
All right, I'll be right back.
Caterpillar.
That thing
Go
is
get it.
awesome.
And then we can
Well, that's it for Reverse the Verse.
We're just going to sit here and
Kill it
wait
out,
for the
kill
next
it out.
fan. No, a fan sent Randy a lovely gift this week, so we want to show it off. And thank the fan.
Thank you for the lovely caterpillar.
Will large ship owners get a loaner constellation in Alpha 2.0?
Yes.
Gotcha. So if you have any of the larger ships, we're going to give you a loaner constellation.
It'll
player?
either be a Constellation or a Retaliator. It's all going to depend on the value. Same system as all of the other releases.
Gotcha. No grabby hands news. We had a question about grabby hands every single week. Some people are really latched on to grabby hands.
It's a system.
It's the name.
Yeah.
Here's Randy.
So yeah, a fan made this for me. It was actually really touching. So Deadweight, Mr. Mark, he's one of the Caterpillar Owners Club, and I've been reading the forums, looking at the stuff. This is awesome, guys. So thank you again for the awesome ship, and I have it right on my desk so that everybody can see it, and I make sure I'm telling everybody about it.
Grab the one we have off of Ben's computer. Sit on top of the computer. I want to see if it's the same one.
It is not the same one.
It looked pretty close when we compared them, didn't it? Yeah, but I mean, it was like this is the one that we had sent from a fan so long ago. Do we even remember? Do we remember who?
I have it in the folder over there.
Yes,
but
it is. It's written down. So we've had this in the office for a while, and then Randy got his new one. So now we can have Caterpillar battles.
Finally.
Actually, there's a really old episode of ATV where we do a Star Trek parody, and we use this as an attacking ship and fired Nerf guns. You should find that old ATV episode. It's terrible. Cool. You thought we forgot about the Caterpillar. All right. Here's a question for designers. The Vandal Glaive currently has size 3 shields. Yet the XML for size 3 shields in the Gladius says it's 3 times stronger than the Glaives. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yeah, so with
I didn't understand the
weapon
question,
and
guy, I'm
balance
sorry.
stats right now, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's in flux, and not everything is going to be like. We're not going to tune to like a razor's edge balance, and there's going to be some wild discrepancies that will pop up from now through even the next year or so of development on this, because we can't get everything dead right on the first pass. We're going to need play testing, we're going to need tuning. Some things will get out of date as new systems get brought online. So it's just an iterative process. Long term, everything will get some cleanup to it, but it's not like a drop everything and try and fix this one thing to perfection right now, because we've got so many other systems that need work.
Well, that's good. All the components are still going to be going through iterations themselves, and once those components are iterated on, then that's going to trickle down to retrofit a lot of the ships to make sure that all of them are consistent, make sure that all the sizes are consistent with each other, especially since those ships we've made, sizes has changed at least twice.
Oh yeah. I mean, like
At
a lot
least
of our
twice.
flight-ready ships right now, the old size system doesn't apply at all, really. So it's going to be a lot of new stuff, but also a lot more range to really customize your ship when we even get the first drop of these components out to you guys.
I was going to introduce the disembodied head of Sherry joining us, but then Ben took down and exposed the rest of it. It was just this floating head for a while. Hi, Sherry.
Hi.
What are you working on?
Star map stuff.
Star map stuff.
Yeah.
Star map's done. We released it. It's over.
It's never going to be finished.
What?
As long as there are stars in the sky, we're going to put them in the map.
I mean, the star map's not done. It's going to continue to iterate and get better.
That's right.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
This guy.
Well, I was here earlier. I just decided you guys are having too much fun without me.
Come back.
I'm just reading the INN running transcript of this episode.
How incredibly
as it
inaccurate is it?
happens. Let's see. The last one was
Wait,
Dead
so
Weight
is he
made
writing
Randy.
down that you're reading this right now?
They did spell
Okay,
Randy's
so-
name wrong.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
about
please.
to hit a recursive wall.
Okay, we're going to read it
Everything
too.
that's happening now is happening
Yeah.
now.
What I'm saying now should be showing up now.
It's not there yet.
We're 30 seconds.
I always drink coffee while I'm watching.
When will then be now?
What does that mean? That's so existential. When will then be now?
Hi, INN.
In 30 seconds.
Thanks for waking me up at 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday.
Jared, you need to start reading their stream, so they have to write that you're reading their stream.
Yes, that's what I just did.
That's great. I love it.
Where were you?
Writing an email.
With your flux capacitor watch?
Yeah.
Should be your flux capacitor watch.
You don't have the hat today, though.
No, I don't.
It's kind of sad.
Does it
Push
light
the
it?
middle button. I can't push it with the middle button.
What's on the side? Doesn't see the sides. They can't see. That's too far away.
Oh, really?
What does it do?
Yeah, go on that
It
side.
takes you to the future.
Go on that side. There you go. No, just go right over. Just come right over. There you go. I doubt you ever know what you're doing. There you go.
And you can tell the time by pushing this one.
There's our delay.
It's 12, 0, 0. It's 12 o'clock. That's not true. Oh yeah, it is. My watch is 10 minutes fast.
No, it's right. It's almost. It's 11:48. So.
And it's fast.
Yay, Sherry's lap is back. It makes me happy.
Oh. That's cool.
Let's see what else we
Probably half an
got.
hour after the broadcast.
All right, I'm gonna step away because I gotta go do that.
Okay.
Have we started work building
Yeah.
out the 890 jump at all?
You gotta go.
Hey, see you, man.
Are you guys gonna touch it?
I was asking anybody a question who had an answer.
I don't believe they've done much beyond the concept for the 890 jump.
Yeah. So we can't answer whether it's going to get bigger or not yet. It's one of those things you discover when you start building it out.
Yeah. I would not expect it to get bigger, but you never know.
Which one?
The
890.
890.
jump.
Another ship on the list. So many ships. So many
That would
lists.
be really
Yeah.
fun to do.
Is the Xi'an Scout still planned to be a two-person ship?
Yes, it is.
Yes. There was some debate on this in Reddit.
The 85X?
No, the Xi'an Scout.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Questions about the new Morrow tour? Still working on it, guys? Covered that earlier in the show. Questions about when, guys? All the answers are going to be when it's ready.
When it's ready, when it's done.
Can we talk about how large the crucible is? Can we hint at that at all? It's like this big.
Large enough to burn witches.
I would
Six?
I would say its repair bay is large enough to fit a Hornet or a Gladiator.
It's internal repair bay.
Internal repair bay. So it's big but not huge, I guess you'd say. Think tugboat. This is our tugboat. It's our tugboat / space shuttle, which are more closely related than you would expect.
When is the next 10 for the chairman? When Chris returns? It's going to be a 10 for the Brewsters this Monday. Maybe the week after that? Maybe.
Yes, Chris gets back the 30th, I think. Although his schedule is always changing.
Yeah.
He's out there in the UK working on some of the Squadron 42, going from what the footage they have recorded to the final cuts of things.
Is he back in Manchester? I know he went to Frankfurt for a while.
He went to Frankfurt. I think he's back in Manchester now. No.
He's a world traveler.
Yeah, he goes back and forth a lot.
Will the 85X have a jump drive?
Nope.
No.
It's a snub. Snubs do not have quantum or jump, but they do land. So if you go to a port and your 890 jump won't land on that planet, you can bet your 85X will get you to the surface.
Well, the road?
Yeah.
It's considered a snub. Does
Yeah.
it
Land?
jump, though?
No. Snubs don't have jump or quantum, but they have landing capability.
That's what I was supposed to think.
Somebody asked me about that behind the scenes video in ATV yesterday. That was pretty great, wasn't it? Behind the scenes on the demo.
Did you guys like it?
That was Justin, Hennessy, and the Foundry team. I was very, very happy with it when they put that together.
Blood, sweat, and tears went into that.
A lot of hard work on that. I wish I had anything to do with it. It was very, very good. One of my favorite things we put in ATV, actually.
I'm glad you guys liked it.
It was not easy for me to give Justin a compliment. I struggled with it. But in the end, he earned it.
And here we are.
Justin is dreamy,
Oh, thank you.
said no one.
Said everyone. Always.
It's pretty dreamy. Any stress and questions?
Yeah, I'm looking a lot like, can we save the bananas?
No, we have no
Bananas. So anyway, so the question was from Empire Report this week. There's a segment in Empire Report about how there's no bananas anymore. That's why we were talking about the whole banana thing earlier.
I just joined in because I heard the word banana. It's fun to say.
Bananas are
Alpha 2.0 will launch with the Retaliator and the Constellation, hopefully.
That's the plan.
Yes. And then the single seat ships that are already available.
Yeah.
But the Freelancer will come at a later point. It will not be a launch.
No.
To answer that question. Will there be animals in the PU?
There's pets, and there's fish. Fish are an animal.
Fish are an animal.
And there's flat cats and such. Yes, yes, there's animals in the PU.
Will we start offering space pets at some point?
Yes, that is a stretch goal.
That'd be awesome. I want a space hands.
I just want Jonesy.
A crab that can follow you around.
We already have that.
So good.
Dead air.
Well, people are asking weird questions.
But they're
Like how many ships fit in Idris? That comes every single week. You know, it takes up space.
Maybe you guys can answer this. Last week, my friends couldn't find the answer to this question. How many human skulls fit inside an elephant skull? Get back to me.
Can we all just like have a moment of
And that's it for Reverse the Verse this week, guys.
Has everyone heard the Adele song?
Yes, you sent
Hello?
it to us this morning.
Wasn't it amazing? It was like your soul was singing. I just loved it.
I missed this.
Don't miss it. Let Adele say hello to you this morning.
Hey, Matt,
I hate you all so much.
Matt, is there anything you can tell us about the Pisces?
No, because I want to say Pisces is a rover.
She is
Unless that's the... Yeah, no, nothing on the Pisces.
Yeah, see, that's what people ask about. They're asking about the rovers. They're asking about Pisces. This stuff that we don't have any information for you guys. So when you see me sitting here looking at questions and not being able to... Can Snowfighters do super cruise?
They should have the highest cruise speed available, so like they'll be able to go faster than their normal engagement speed, but that's still not going to be like really that close to quantum speed. So you'd be looking at the difference between a minute or two in quantum versus this could take you a half hour, 45 minutes at super cruise.
Someone asking what the loaner ship for the Sabre is right now. We asked Turbulent to make it the Hornet. So that should go in at some point soon. So if you bought a Sabre and that's the only ship that you have, you should get a loaner Hornet in Arena Commander shortly. Again, it has to do with running scripts, and that scripts have to go and apply to everybody. So, any professions testing in 2.0?
Not as such.
Yeah, not in the first drop. But eventually, it might be a place where we can test things like salvaging or mining. Or
Oh,
something
absolutely.
Like that.
I mean, that's why we're doing it, really. So
Yeah.
we can plug in these systems as they become finished and see how people react to them.
Yeah. The first drop of 2.0 will be most of what you saw in the Gamescom demo or the CitizenCon demo. So.
Yeah, I think you got a couple other little surprises in there.
Yeah, but I didn't want to talk about those as surprises.
Well, look for surprises.
Yeah, question. Reliant?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a ship. It's
Yeah.
a ship. It exists.
It's a thing.
Now, the person asking about good pics of the Idris as it was in the Squadron 42 demo, I'm not sure. You're looking for new pics of the Idris? Is that what you're looking? I don't understand what you're looking for. Or if you're looking for screenshots, you just make screenshots. I'm not getting. I don't understand the question, but you repeat it every like 15 seconds. This is a common one, Ben. We haven't addressed it in a while. Why aren't there more droids in Star Citizen?
Because droid is a registered trademark of Lucasfilm Incorporated, a division of the Walt Disney Corporation.
Set them up for that one, didn't I?
We do.
No, you're going to see some droids in 2.0 because we're using them in place of some of the places where we're going to have deeper systems later for like the repair. You just fly up and droids goop up your ship, which you saw in the demo CitizenCon. There is some lore about why we don't have extensive AIs and so forth that we specifically put in there to avoid having, Mr. Data, that sort of android. But there's like repair droids that are going to be, our equivalent of our legally distinct equivalent of R2D2. So definitely there will be bots, droids,
Matters of taste. There's going to be different
robot
tastes.
critters.
Some people will put huge amounts of spiders on their chips. Whatever.
Nice. Wait to see where you go.
That's
All right.
it.
All right. We got about 2 minutes left, so let's recap all the things that are coming up that folks need to be on the lookout for.
All right, Bar Citizen in Austin, November 8th.
November 8th?
Sunday, November 8th in the evening. We'll have details as we find a location for that. If you're in the Austin area, we would love to meet you, talk spaceships and all that.
Next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday is the subscriber exclusive live stream, RTV style live stream with some of our artists here in Santa Monica. Bring your art questions. They will try to answer them.
And we'll have a new thread up in the subscriber den shortly after this, collecting questions for the art team.
We've got a flight balance post finally coming together. We're hoping to have a text complete for Chris's review today and put it out later next week. Cutlass Q&A. We are braving the Cutlass thread to get some questions for John Crew in the UK. He's going to do his best to answer them. I hate to say this, but if you have a particularly good Cutlass question, please go to the thread and add it to the pile. We'll pick out 15 or 20 or so.
I'm going in.
What else is happening?
November 19th?
November 19th will be our live stream, and it'll kick off the traditional anniversary sale. And we're going to have some cool stuff in the live stream, too.
The live stream, the anniversary sale will include 20% off
physical goods, but not the Constellation model. It's 20% off, but just the it's 20% off the subscriber price. So it's actually more than 20% off for non-subscribers. Straight $80 for Constellation models that week. So if you're gonna buy a Constellation model right now, you should wait.
Yes.
Probably not our best advertisement.
And then 20% off all regular merchandise in the store, and then of course
Physical
there will be-
merchandise, not game packages or ships. That's separate.
Yes.
We think of them as separate. Other people probably do not. So that's.
And there will be ship sales. Those we'll announce those closer to the time.
Oh yeah, they'll be bringing back limited ships, all sorts of exciting things.
Maybe
Maybe
it's-
a new ship.
maybe a chance to buy the Caterpillar.
Maybe. Honestly, we see threads all over the
I
place
said
about
I was waiting for it.
this thread, ship, that thread. We haven't decided internally which ships we're bringing back, so don't believe anything you hear.
Okay, and
1.3, we are shooting for. We're in the push for release. Can't promise it today, but we're getting close. We will have an update for you later today. Hoping to put it out today, to be totally honest. So, if it happens, it happens. 2.0 coming along very, very well also. We'll have a nice fancy multimedia update about that this afternoon. So you can read about all the bugs and other things that we're working on. That was kicking me under the table. I'm not sure if he's trying to subtly tell me something or
no,
he's just a jerk.
trying to look down.
Oh, he's
like,
just a
what
jerk,
did I hit?
okay.
And that's pretty much it. So lots to look forward to, guys. That wraps up this week's Reverse the Verse for Friday, October 23rd, 2015. I'm your community manager, Jared Huckabee. That's Ben Lesnick, Director of Online Engagement, Community Strategy, Online Engagement, a lot of things in spaceships. That's Randy Vasquez, Technical Designer. That's Sherry Heiberg, Archivist and Lore Person. That's Toast. He's Toast. Matt Sherman, another Technical Designer. He's the one in chat all the time telling you you're wrong. Justin Chambers, he edits the videos.
Now, Justin, are you related to Brian Chambers in Germany?
You know what? I was so surprised that there was 2 chambers. I mean, you guys got 2 for the price of 2. All right.
What
a saving.
Why buy one?
What a
Two for twice the price.
See you on Wednesday, guys.